Liberians will be disappointed. So like the calls are up that let there be a speedy trial. Liberians are also saying this. Let there be a speedy trial. And we hope government got evidence. We don't want to reach to the dying minute of this thing. They say the argument can't hold water. Government not getting the prosecution not getting enough evidence to try these people. Then don't go one free. Then if don't go one free, who they will hold? Or is it some sort of issues? Let me poke a nose in politics a little bit. Some sort of issues, somebody say, this is politics, so they divert the attention. I'm not seeing what's happening now. I'm assuming in the case, in politics now. A particular issue, a parallel issue, or an orthodox issue, it may, that let them hold the people there, because when people can release them quick. Let hold them there, the people who do this thing, we can lead them out. There's some assumption. Because Liberians really want to know who were involved in burning the Capitol building. I'm not saying they are guilty. I'm not saying neither they will be acquitted. But this case should not be another case that will take us the number 5-10 years before we know who burned the building. Let me stop right there and I hold my peace on this. So all those calling up for a speedy trial, government, we hope you got evidence. We hope these people there should be evidence to try them. We should not go in front, waste our money, and they do something against the very Liberian people. We hope. That's just all. Let's go to the report. So, what's in this report this time around? Because the last time when the Afro Barometer came up with that report, someone saying, "Oh, these people are not credible. These people are this, and they are not a group to listen to. They are not a group that we can listen to. So we will not listen to them. They're not saying right." During the former president regime, they said 75% or 74% of people or so believe that the government not proceeding right, the government not doing anything good. Only 25% or so were saying something good by the government. And when the Afro Barometer report came up, that 50% of people were believing that the country was retrogressing, and it was way out of order. And 50% was saying, yeah, the government on track now. At least we can work, we get food to eat, and things price stable and all that. And some said no. But let me bring you to the report of Centara. And remember, these are institutions that are being backed by serious international funding. And their work have been a serious one placed on the periscope that gave an informed background or the informed information about Liberia. I'm going to talk about some institutions from the report. 4 institutions: the police, health, the judiciary, and education. The report from Centara, this part of the number, it is the National Integrity Building and Anti-Corruption report, and this is funded by the Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency, SIDA, and they always do this. Government officials, civil sector actors, international partners, including the Swedish and the Irish embassy, are always a part of this process here. This and have look about this thing here. What are they saying? That 83% of Liberians believe that corruption is high, but then it has dropped by 7%. Before this report, they were perceived that corruption was about 90% in previous years. But now, it has dropped. So So they are saying that it's still high, about 83%, but it has dropped from 90 to 83. When the people look at the Liberia National Police, they see the Liberia National Police as the most corrupt institution. I'm just going to say this and leave it with you. Like I was reading earlier on, you heard during the Ebola time, 2013, 2014, the Liberia Police were accused that even they took Bravo and Ebola Bali and all. When they went, they said no, they were not Ebola Bali. Just so they might give the people for something to do transition burial. And some of the people who said, give our body to us, who want to go bathe the body, wash the body, pour water on the body, mop, drink it, whatever they will do, whatsoever thing it is, they too were affected and they died. But the report said police even took bribe in those things. Even the workers, the health workers took bribe to say no, they're not buying now Ebola. Let the people go, they give them certificate, they say no, you're buying that, and they took money for those things. And the poor, even who carry the body hold it, they to die. So it's the danger of compromising the truth or the right thing to be done inside. And they said that it had dropped. It has dropped from 73 in 2023 now, it is 71. Police. When you look at the healthcare sector, they said the healthcare sector, their own have dropped. They begin to learn small. It was 59. It have dropped to 46. From 59 to 46. And they say believe that equal to among a high-ranking corrupt institution like the police. Then the judiciary, they say the court have come also on serious issue. But they also said they have dropped from 2023. While education was at 31, but they have dropped to 24. They still allege that the institutions are corrupt, but they are now saying that significant progress being made there, and they have dropped. Like for the code, they said code of 26, but then the 12-point decrease have happened since 2023. They have dropped, and it's up to you. This is why I'm reading this, so you may understand. I'm not the one saying this is a Central report. These reports come up periodically to help Liberia. So they are saying when compared to other issues, the top services that were prone to corruption despite they are based on decree, they say calling on that these institutions are still corrupt. They are still corrupt. They still see significant corruption. You saw during the time when the police inspector general was going up to Nema County, he saw something along the way, and he said, no, I can't hide this. I mean, put it up. And it's so much important at this time to see that our officials are like this. And they treat high level of corruption. Police people are still corrupt. Criminal suspects, people who are suspected to be criminals, they bribe police to be released. The business people complain that police still corrupt. Police take their market from them without cost. Either they have to pay money or they even lose their market. The transport sector, the transport operator said, this is a way broad day extraction. The my colleague can say, put traffic man get high in the corner. So you park in John Wasa Street. You fall down inside. He knows that you are or may be in a violation or will place a crime or violation on you, but his intent is not to put you to book, But the thing is, say something like you can take something from you. Even if you are in a broad day violation against the laws of the country that Liberians even may see, he will fight to compromise that issue only because of his selfish gain. Those in the health sector, the aspect of misappropriation. Imagine they gave 50 cartons of drugs to one clinic. They will never account for that drugs. And they might not hear that these drugs are for the poor people sicknesses. They will take care of their personal area. Either they make their bag the hospital or take it to the houses take it to the funeral clinics, take it to the funeral health facilities. Some of them got drug stores. They take it there. And the health sector, you see, when it comes to supplies, these were Liberians speaking. I'm just trying to break it down so you understand. When it comes to procurement, when it comes to patient exploitation, look at what they told Homeland Law. You took a patient in, and then you tell the patient or the person carrying that patient, say, and you pay for all your medicine and you come get more drugs, trip, right? Pay for the bills you later on. But my man, we see that with the case of your patient you brought here, we cannot allow her to go home. We will hold her. But for every night, she will pay. Pay for the night, pay for the bill, and pay for cleaning the area. Everything in peace. She want bed sheet, she gotta pay. They won't want that now. So why can I pay for my medicine, you can't treat me to my heart. But you get facility, I'm gonna pay to lay down. If I will go 5 hours and net go in the bathroom, I should pay. To clean the area, I should pay. If the person won't come out, they should pay. And these are issues. Patient exploitation, procurement fraud, to go buy medicine for hospitals. They will lie. Even though they say, I don't know those sicknesses or big medicines, but they will call the big drugs, but they will bring the carton for paracetamol, chloroquine, flagyl will take the whole goods because they didn't want to spend all the money. They will just bring plenty of big boxes and things, but the real medicine is so bad, they will take the money and do different things with it. This is what the post said. And the judiciary branch, 2023, it was uncovered that there was a major scandal in the USAID fund. Let me talk about this first with the healthcare area. 188,979.86, where this one was seen clearly in the audio with marketing people that they were involved in this, implicated local health officials in the collusion of vendors to divert project funds to them. See there? The court got involved. But how that case got dismissed or people got dismissed is today a serious wonder. They show now that the court too got in cahoots with the people. The Bond County 9th Judicial Circuit Court acquitted the health officials involved. You see there? And there are so many issues. Imagine 2023, 27%, and 35% of those who are involved in this issue here, some of them express confidence in the judiciary branch. But then now, 28%, instead of a dropping, 28% say no. For 28, they go to 33, even 35. So it started declining. They still see that some say it's declining. I mean, it's getting better, but it's still worse. Citizens, witnesses pay money. They could accept those bribery issues. Let some experience. Let me say this less, right? one of the courts, they say when they carry it, when they tell the what's the folks name, I want to use the word, when they ask them to carry the people to South Beach, it will come to my mind. I want to use that as a word for the people. That's how they are called. When they carry the people to South Beach from the court, sometimes about 3-4 persons, 5 persons are arranged. They ask the people get something. The people get something. The people get something to hand the Cambo. They no pay about $35,000. You do it, you go South Beach. So if the people can pay the amount or whatever, they say just meet all at Social Junction. The sheriff, right? The sheriff? Yeah, the sheriff. I hope I'm right. In this particular case, allegedly. Then they will call you don't have anybody, just know that you enter South Beach. But the other people, they'll call that people to wait for them somewhere, just to leave the court yard. When they go in, you reach there, if you can pay your money, they may well lose it on a hanger or leave the hanger on you. Give you the key. You run away. See that I will go in, the people are too plenty with me, one of them will hide, they run away. You see, that's how it is. And they have alleged that several corruption is the issues, officers and all that is going to the judicial branch. But this is in Liberia. And this is where we are. You know, last time we were seeing this report with the Afrobarometer, folks were beginning to judge this. These were Liberians saying this. These are Liberians saying this thing about what's going on now. It has dropped, but not significantly. 5 move on there. 5? No. 9. The court was 26. It dropped 12 from 2012. Education. The CETU is one of the worst institutions. It was 31, it was 24. 7. But this is the report. And the Central report, the part of Central National Integrity Building and Anti-Corruption is the NIMBA, and the funding comes from the Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency, SIDA, and this was launched in Monrovia, and the government officials, social actors, international partners, and all Swedish and the Irish embassy are all part of this thing here. But 90% on the overall see that crime or corruption is alarmingly elevating in this country. But Liberia, you have your say about this. I'll take a short break. When I come back, I'll tell you what's happening outside Africa, and after that we'll go to the line. So talk to you. This is the Central report. What's your say? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening.
Well, my man, the process will continue. What's the process? My man, people get no evidence. People in my side had the discussion. Then you go take my voice on it and go tell the recording. I will tell the people today who put that recording out in my press conference. I will tell the people where the discussion started from and where we went.
And welcome to today's edition of the program. Let's now check it out. What's going on outside Liberia? And today, nearly 50, including several children who were on a bus. But on that, you go there and check it out to get an update coming for you. The UK soldiers are accused of raping a British woman into Kenya. The alleged rape is the latest allegation of misconduct made against soldiers at the controversial base in Kenya. And don't forget that the Kenya blocker was hit and assaulted to death, did not die or self-inflicted injuries, pathologists said, or contradicting the police report upon. And starvation alarm as children fill Kenya refugee wards after the U.S. aid cut. The United Nations officials warns the hundreds of thousands in the spreading camp are slowly starving. More on that, you go there and check it out. And don't forget, today Ojude Oba Festival in southwest Nigeria combines factions and culture connecting people to their roots. Culture and colors come out in praises of the Nigerian king. Don't forget. More on that, you go there and check it out to get a full detail coming out for you. Still in Africa, a deadly flood devastates South Africa Eastern Cape. At least there are more deaths being reported up on. And the Kenyan president condemned deaths in police kids there. And Burundi ruling party wins all parliamentary seats amid fraud claims. And outside Liberia, United States, Iran to hold 6 rounds of negotiations upon. The China-US agreed network to resolve trade row. The meeting appeared to focus on finding a way to resolve disputes over minerals and technology exports that has taken a shift or shaken a fragile trace of the tariff. And don't forget, with a big announcement, 2026 World Cup, 1 year to go. The tournament will kick as a London-born passenger plane carrying 242 people crashes after takeoff to meet nuclear obligations for first time in 20 years. Iran had warned European powers not to back the resolution, but carries the threat of an eventual referral to the United Nations Security Council. The United States partially evacuates embassy into Iraq as Iran tension rise, and government has been urged to fast track.
No case inside. What? Say you get actor. They give the I will give Donald Joseph Boakai horse. They play the court. When you get issues, you come here to have it resolved. This is not Joseph Boakai property. Say he has become what he buried. That one already silent already because he did not get horse. He can't come to the mansion. So
Waka cannot succeed.
Waka will never succeed.
You brought this government to power.
Waka will never.
Do you want this government to fail?
You see my t-shirt? Snow sell it, and they after him.
Do you
are wearing it?
Do you want this government to fail?
The government already failed. You doing business. You need to keep profit. You make $5 $4 the business will succeed. Because I was not here. I was not here. When I'm not here, the people know that I'm not here. I'm here now. I came last time.
Yeah, you need to pay the government.
Well, my man, the process will continue. What's the process? What's the process? My man, you put your evidence, man.
Yeah, you need to
people are jokeways.
Yeah, you need to pay the comments. They know how to silence you.
People in my side had the discussion. Then you go take my voice on it and go tell the recording. I will tell the people today who put that recording out in my press conference. Discussion started from and where we went.
Why are you?
My man, because they got nothing, no case inside.
What?
They say you got actor. The Joseph Boakai know the definition of actor. Have you done research or know who is actor? If I went, no, bossman, listen to me, man. After I will speak to the don't be able to respond to Joseph Boakai. I will speak to okay, I'll take it back, but I'll give it to Joseph Boakai. Look, let me tell you something.
I'm calling from the government. We have this. I'm going to urge the government. This case, let it put is a high profile, whatever it is, going to be justly. Let them look into it because there were other people that were arrested from the beginning of the burning of the capital.
Yeah.
We didn't see nobody expressing solidarity for those people. They are human beings too. They are Nigerians as well. So we are urging the prosecutor to do all they can do to have any evidence. If they can find evidence to these people, let them free. If they can find evidence, then let the Lord take his course. We are urging them at this time. Thank you.
You're welcome. So we're urging them. Good afternoon. Yeah, you make a certain point. Since that our president, we know that true. Let me know audit those institutions. They will audit them. Satan is saying, yeah, you're right. Satan is saying, Liberia National Police, the most corrupt institution, the education sector, the health sector, the judiciary. Let's audit them. Okay. Okay. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon, Webster Starsville Cully. You're welcome.
And talk about you just talk about, and something you just not in on is about this big issue. You can watch something go. We also want to begin probably of President English with this meeting. Those meetings are really going around when it comes to the bureau segment. I believe. And immigration. I got a full picture yesterday at Omega. What is got packed the immigration pickup like this? Lowing there for Banga.
Omega Debo or what?
Omega on the road.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've got the photo out of this. You want me to send it to you right now? Send it to who?
Yeah, send it cool. Yeah, send it.
Send it to you right now as I speak. There's to conclude they'll grab because they'll easy. Don't scare it. They really need to teach that you didn't want to grab. It's killing the police. It acts like a police. You see for the community involved. They need to teach. Something has to be done.
Okay, something has to be done. Let me talk to Tommy this afternoon. Tommy, good afternoon. Go ahead. Yeah, Tommy, go ahead. Okay, this country will improve. Thank you. And I'll take a short break. I want to for a one-take call this afternoon. Let's take this break.
I will explain to them. I will be talking to you. My colleagues are here. They play Dana Joseph Boakai horse. They play the court. When you get issues, you come here to have it resolved. This is not Joseph Boakai property. Say he has become an embarrassment or irresponsible embarrassment. People say they were silent. Now Joseph Boakai, they were silent. Come on, already silent already because they're not the horse. He can't come to the mansion.
Boakai cannot succeed.
Boakai will never succeed.
You brought this government to power. Do you want this government to fail?
You're doing business. You need to keep profit. You make $5 info that the business will succeed. Because I was not here.
Okay, 0775-919-919. We took a break for the water cuts. And I want to say to you, right now, call on the alternative number. You will be on the